liberal or Republican. Well, if you pick a side, then you're done. You want Trump to grab your pussy or Bill Clinton to cover you in cum? Cause Hillary's a psycho, Christians are retarded, and Trump is a fag. And I wouldn't have to be here if it wasn't for my mom and dad. Make America gay again, make America gay as fuck. Cause I'm just trying to meet some dudes and get my penis sucked. And if I could get pregnant, I'd have abortions like every day. Cause if I had a pussy, it'd be so easy to get laid. Cause there's a whole lot of gang shit, and this money ain't a goddamn thing, bitch. I got some trap homies we can hang with. First they pull a strap out, then they aim it. Cause it's a whole lot of gang shit, and this money ain't a goddamn thing, bitch. I got some trap homies we can hang with. First they pull a strap out, then they aim it. And why don't Catholic priests just go out and fuck girls? It would save a ton of little boys around the world. And if God really has every single thing he needs, then why the fuck does this asshole need 10% from me? And I'm tired of paying so much goddamn income tax. 30% of my income, you didn't earn that, give that shit back. If I had to choose a hero, well, it would probably be Nick Cruz. Cause the best thing about school shooters is now I don't gotta pay for your dumb kids' food. Cause it's a whole lot of gang shit, and this money ain't a goddamn thing, bitch. I got some trap homies we can hang with. First they pull the strap out, then they aim it. Cause it's a whole lot of gang shit, and this money ain't a goddamn thing, bitch. I got some trap homies we can hang with. First they pull the strap out, then they aim it. And once your daughter gets to high school, well, it won't be long before she gets fucked. First she'll get her cherry popped, then she'll get cheated on, then she'll get dumped. Once she graduates high school, well, good luck, cause it only gets worse. She'll be at the Halloween party as she's getting raw dog, she's dressed like a nurse. First she'll start with the white guys, oh dog, trust me, she's gonna get plowed. Yeah, when she hangs out with the football team, they're gonna fuck her and pass her around. Then she'll start fucking black guys, cause they got the biggest damn dicks. And once they get that dick inside her, I bet $50 the pussy gon' rip. Cause it's a whole lot of gang shit, and this money ain't a goddamn thing, bitch. I got some trap homies we can hang with. First they pull a strap out, then they aim it. Cause it's a whole lot of gang shit, and this money ain't a goddamn thing, bitch. I got some trap homies we can hang with. First they pull the strap out, then they aim it. It's a whole lot of gang shit.
Good morning, everyone. This is some great football that I was watching right before I turned the stream on. And you know, if you ever just need a moment to understand the world's not that bad, the Detroit Lions are 8-2. How? When? I've been paying attention. I gotta watch the Saints lose football games. You know what I'm saying? Of course, I got to keep my eye on my Broncos, you know what I'm saying? Which is unannounced. The fucking Detroit Lions are 8-2. Drop the ball. Just like, please. Did not even notice that. Just Lonely Things got demonetized. Yeah, I heard about that. I seemingly don't know why it happened, because there's one Twitter thread saying she walked up on some teenagers and asked them a bunch of stuff. But it's like, would that be something to get her demonetized? Like, actually? Like actually, would that be something to get her demonetized? Now, it would depend on, like, what was being asked. And I would really like to see the video of this. Like, without generic editing. And, like, basic, hey, how to do this fresh and fruity, motherfuckers? Yeah, that's what I would want. Do I bother to turn the lights on? Because we could just cool in the dark, you know what I'm saying? I could cool in the dark. Do we need to turn the damn lights on? I feel like we should. That's just me. I might I got the button. Wait, do I even have the light switch? I don't even think I have it on. Like to turn that shit on. I don't. So there you go. Simple red lights. Sup, Dust Lords is a wild fucking thing to say. Do I bother to turn my key light on? It's like turning the key light on won't really make too much of a difference. Cause I still, as I'm like looking at this, I still like this camera lens. This camera lens is always gonna be. I completely co-sign this investment. Like I really do. Nah, fuck it. I just want to I'll turn it on. Bam. See, it don't make no difference. It really don't make not a lick of difference. You can't tell. You couldn't even tell if I turned the light on or not. That's technology, people. That's truly technology. All right. Good morning. I'm on the bong, Lord. Too bright? Yeah, wouldn't it be too bright? Wouldn't it be too bright? I got a shirt on full of anime characters that I don't know, you know? It's a Sunday. Is it? Yeah, it is Sunday because I just said I'm watching the Detroit Lions go 8-2. That's a concept. I don't think I could ever imagine a scenario where the Lions have a good record. But hey, more power to it. Your favorite ukulele woman is back. Yeah, I saw that. And it was cute, like seeing on Twitter people being like, "Oh, she came back during a time when AdSense is very like in the up and up, so she could make more money." And your bright idea was to not only watch the video but direct more people to that video. You just helped her. I'm just saying. Hey, y'all should get a thank you from her. Cause y'all helping her out. You know what I'm saying? I'm the fever lord. I'm sick as a dog. What are y'all talking about? I forgot she existed. That's the way you go about it. You just forget they exist. And then when they pop back up, then you could care again. But past just looking at your phone, it's crazy. I can see the hair on your knuckles, which is odd because I don't have that much. Like all that is real stubble. That's not even like concrete hair. What's good, Leon? Well, that depends up to you all. Because I'm going back to the old tradition of letting you all pick the nonsense I give you and in what order I give it to you. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Pick! But number between 1 and 7. Big Woke wants 1. And I'm going to be honest. I got 1 right in front of my face. 1's not that bad. In terms of like confusion, 1's not that bad. 5 and 7 seem to be fighting each other. Oh my. Oh my. I'm seeing a lot of 2s. And now I'm starting to see 7s. I see more 4s. I might go with 4. Hold on. I got a super chat. You know what? Just because the super chat is $5, I'm picking number 5. I'm going with, let me count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. Wait. All right. Y'all can blame Lou Leo for this one. I hope the Lions go to the Super Bowl. I'm sick and tired of seeing the same handful of teams get rings. It would be a great underdog story. Yeah, well, y'all got to think. Do you really want to see like the Cleveland Browns in the Super Bowl? Does anybody want to see the Denver Broncos in the Super Bowl? Like, I'm a fan. And it's like, I don't want to see them score 16 points and then never score again. I just don't. It wouldn't be good. But you know what? Since we being biased and since Lou Leo gave $5, I'm going with number 5. Let Russ cook. I'm tired of letting him cook. He's burning the stadium. I'm tired of it. I'm fucking tired of it. Giants all the way. You a victim. Anyway, you know, Has any of you ever been in traffic before? Any of y'all ever just like want to go to work or come home and you want to get there fast, but you can't because there's traffic? Now, what if I told you that on your route, you're stuck in traffic, and all of a sudden, as the greatness of OBS continues to please me, all of a sudden, you just see a man shitting on a possum. I know I titled it Raccoon, but I forgot the animal. Truthfully. A Florida man was arrested after allegedly defecating on a dead possum in the middle of rush hour traffic, according to police. Rudy Wilcox, terrible name, who's 45, was picked up by Clearwater police on Wednesday around 5:30 p.m. after he was seen dropping Tro in the middle of the Belcher Road and Willow Tree Trail intersection, then laying a log on the doubly unfortunate possum in full view of motoring traffic. Please, I didn't proofread this. Can I not scroll down and see a video, please? I don't want to see a video. I don't even want to see a still. This is WTF news. Should I do that? Should I start doing that? Like whenever I really want to just have a stream where it's just nothing but confusing shit, what we call that what the fuck news? I might do that. It might be a fun little thing. The devil was observed defecating on a deceased possum with his pants lowered and his anal region exposed. In addition to pooping on the possum within sight of motorists, he also allegedly witnessed inaction by a police officer. He was also allegedly witnessed in action by a police officer with the Clearwater Police Department. Yeah, what an upstanding citizen. I'm glad this is not, like, just imagine this beautiful road. Imagine just like casually going along this road and you just see a dude pop a squat on a dead animal. Like, wouldn't that be the clearest definition of America? What the fuck news is already taken by two pedophiles. Shane does it. Wow. What a way to describe that. Jesus. When questioned, Wilcox denied the accusations and said the officer who witnessed him doesn't see straight, but police weren't having it. Physical evidence was viewed at the scene, which corroborates the... Imagine just like getting arrested because you took a shit in public on a dead animal. And then when they question you, you look at them and say, you don't see straight. It's like the balls on you. Like the clear balls on you. And for them to have physical evidence that they looked at, it's like sometimes you really got to feel bad for police officers. I know not every time. Some police officers don't deserve that grace. But in this scenario, what a bad day at the fucking office. Wilcox, who is homeless, was not under the influence of any intoxicants because clearly, when you think about that, you clearly think that they're under the influence. He was charged with exposure of sexual organs and booked at the great name of a county jail. The Pinellas? I'm going with Pinellas. And you know, wrong button. It's like, you would only expect this out of people who are high, like on something. You don't expect this from like somebody who's sober. Like drunk, you expect them to do it while pissing themselves. You do not expect this from people that are sober. You just don't. I can't envision a scenario where it makes sense. Rookie bag the evidence. That's, it's sad. That's something you would do to like a new cop. You just make them bag shit. You don't make them do nothing else. You just make them bag shit. No way he was sober. He was sober. And I would say kudos for being sober, but it's like, it's not really high praise. I'm going to be honest with you. Like, it's not high praise. DNA evidence is wild. DNA evidence is wild. Oh wait, I didn't ask, even though I casually wait like, I don't know why I do this, but I end up waiting like, depending on how long I stream. Sometimes I wait like an hour. Sometimes it's like 30 minutes. Sometimes it might be 3 hours. How y'all do? Streamer etiquette. You're supposed to ask your chat how you're doing. The chat is in favor of What the Florida. They are not. The only person I see talking about that is you. That's the only person I see talking about that. Chief Keef made a song about him. I hate being sober. I forgot Chief Keef was alive. Like I and you might hear me say that and be like, what is wrong with you? But hear me out for a second. My mind works like this. If I do not hear about you for an extended period of time, I just assume you're no longer on the earth. Like, I don't think to check. I don't think to ask around. I just think you're no longer on the face of the earth. I thought Will Smith was dead for a number of years until that slap. And it's sad because around that same time, give or take maybe like a year or two, Bad Boys came out. Like the newest Bad Boys came out. Which is also weird because I thought Martin Lawrence was dead too. No, Jada wishes he was. What was this thing about him like taking it up the ass? Like why did I see that? Like every time I learn about this motherfucker, it's against my will. Like every time. Every time I learn some new detail about anybody in that Smith house, it's against my will. I don't want to know that. I never want to know that shit. I just don't. Which is my favorite Will Smith film? Well, it would be Bad Boys. Because I'm not ashamed to say I don't really watch too much. Actually, it's not Bad Boys. I'm going to show you what it is. I'm going to show you what it is. And if you know me, you know that this is completely fucking hilarious. This is the greatest film Will Smith has ever been in. The greatest. Nothing can top it. Nothing can beat it. Do not try. Do not even make the attempt to argue with me. Shark Tales is not a hood classic. It's a generational hood classic. Show some respect. Show some common courtesy. Be in favor of what it means to be in front of greatness. Anyway, a gang of violent monkeys killed a 10-year-old. A gang of violent monkeys terrorizing a town in India struck again, killing a 10-year-old boy by ripping out his intestines. Name I cannot pronounce, but I will say it is a great name. Was playing with friends in a small village in Saki when he was attacked by what has become a notorious gang of monkeys, with one of the animals digging in his claws into the boy and tearing out his intestines. Thacker, because I can say the last name, was rushed to the hospital after the attack, but doctors were tragically unable to save his life. His intestines were ripped out in the attack. He rushed to his house and was taken to a hospital where doctors declared him dead on arrival. The monkeys responsible for the boy's death have been on the run and responsible for multiple attacks, with officials saying the latest tragedy was the third attack by the monkeys in the village within a week. Now, Call me a maniac. Hear me out. Call me a maniac. I know of the way to solve this problem. And the only people who will be mad are PETA and the people who like to glue their hands to concrete to protest. You know, get you some of your finest hunters, you know, bringing them nice little, you know what I'm saying? And just a quick little pout. I feel like that's the most productive way to go about this. I feel like that's the way we key it in. I'm pretty sure that's the way we would key that in. Like tonight we doing on monkey soup, like monkey souffle, monkey po' boy. Like I might like call me crazy, but you got a gang of monkeys just running the streets. It's time we saw that problem. Cause see me, if I find out like in my neighborhood, it's like, just imagine you just find out like 5 bears are just in your neighborhood and they just, you know, being bears, you know, just like doing bear shit. Then they just eat people. Like, wouldn't you not want to go deal with that? Now look, maybe there's some law protecting animals, which, okay, fine, that negates it. Can't do anything about it. Can we get like some government authorization to wipe this out? Cause ain't no way. Name I can't pronounce, but I will say it is a great name. A forest official in Saki said officials have been attempting to hunt down what was described as a large troop of monkeys and have succeeded in capturing a few so far. We have rescued these literal baboons, ripped the kids' intestines out, and you rescued them? Alright, that's fine. We rescued 2 langurs in the past 1 week. You could have just said in the past week. And set up cages to trap another langur. There's a large group of monkeys in the village, including 4 adults who have been involved in attacks in the past 1 week. Again, you could have just said in the past week. 2 of them have been rescued. Efforts are on to cage another. So are you rescuing? Are you kidnapping? Are you trapping? Let me know. According to a report, dangerous encounters with monkeys are not rare in India. Earlier this year, a 3-year-old boy was abducted by a monkey that carried the child up a cliff. In that case, police went on a multiple-hour search and were able to locate the child and safely return it to the parents. I know I just called the child it, but a 3-year-old? One monkey kidnapped a 3-year-old and brought it up a cliff, and y'all couldn't find this for hours? Boy, the way I would have been against animal rights after that, like, you're not about to kidnap my kid and then turn around and be like, we rescued this animal. Huh? You did what? You need to rescue my kid. You worried about this animal? Ain't no way. Okay. That's laughable. That's confusing. That's not even laughable. That's just confusing. Heckin', why did you show up now? Where were you 30 seconds ago? You would have loved this shit. You would have loved this. I was about to say it's right up your alley. Oh my God. The monkey just wanted a brother. That's tragic. You're so mean. You're so mean and heartless. Shame on you. Shame on you. Oh man. Okay, so You might have saw it at the beginning of the stream because I showed it. I have a story to tell you. It appears I'm only nice when I'm drunk. Because when I'm sober, I can't stand human life. I'm annoyed by the plethora that exists in the outside world. But apparently when I'm drunk, I'm nice. I got drunk very recently. And I bought 3 PS5s. I don't know how I did that. But I was like, oh, okay. That's a concept. And you know, I thought to myself, I said, easy remedy. You could just return these. And I was like, nah, I could do something with this. So I called up a bunch of my partners and they all getting PS5. Dog. I got partners that's just getting PS5s. And they all asked me the same thing. You sure you don't want to return that? For what? For what? I can make that back. I can make that shit back and then some. So yeah, this is the last one I gotta send. And I'm gonna do that on Tuesday. But yeah. Apparently I'm Santa Claus when I'm drunk. And that's a problem. Talk about a way to sober up. Like that's an infinite way to sober up. Stop looking at my ass, perverts. Stop looking at my ass, you perverts. I mean, let's drink. I don't have. This is the sad part. I don't have alcohol in my own apartment, but I'll go to everybody else's crib and drink. Stop showing your ass, Leon. Stop looking. That's what you do. Stop looking. You stop looking. That's what you do. Can I get drunk with you? No. I only get drunk with people I know. At least you're not an annoying drunk? Yes, I am. I most definitely am an annoying drunk. I don't know who told you I wouldn't be. I am most definitely an annoying drunk. Lakers colors bring out the cheeks. Why would you say that so brazenly? You sicken me. You scare me. Be a user, not an abuser. I mean, I don't even drink every day. I just drink when it's like, I see alcohol. And the beauty is, I don't see alcohol until I go to other people's houses. Because I don't have it here. I don't have it here. Which is sad because I've done a lot of these videos since like August sober. If you know me, you know that there's an overwhelming majority of my videos where I'm under the influence. I am drunk. I don't drink. Boo. Yes, you do. You drink water. You drink soda. Hello? What else are you gonna buy while drunk? Probably something to eat. Cause I be viciously hungry. Like something like I be hungry. You know how motherfuckers get high and get the munchies? I get drunk and get the munchies. Like, cause I just be wanna eat, bro. I just be wanna eat. I don't drink alcohol. There you go. There you go. That's how you use words and context and understanding. drunk videos, let me look, you wouldn't be able to tell. You know why you wouldn't be able to tell? Because there's a great mixture between sober and drunk. You wouldn't be able to tell. And if you even take a guess, you wouldn't be right. I think I got high once. If there's one thing I want to experience, at least one time, an edible. I don't think I've ever tried an edible before. But I do believe the opportunity could be around the corner. I just ordered a poke bowl. Probably gonna save it for lunch or work tomorrow. Speaking of poke and food, are you guys gonna spend $28 on her cookies? If you don't do it or you can't afford it, you're broke. And if you have a problem with that, I guess you're stopping her bag, because that's a thing now. Let's complain about $28 worth of cookies. You know what's crazy? I just love taking just like the shit on you motherfuckers on Twitter. I can say fucking anything, and I know I'm gonna get a reaction out of 5 of y'all, and I love it. I love it. That's the whole point. That's the whole method to the madness. The Twitter bio is I'm gonna make you mad. It ain't that serious. My goal is to invoke a reaction out of you that leaves you pissed off at me. That's the goal. I have to drop the facade. I'm not on Twitter to have intelligent conversation at all. I'm here to bullshit. I'm sorry. I hate to break it to you. I hate to be that guy, but I love being that guy. I absolutely love being that guy. It's important that I be that guy. Speaking of being that guy, guns, aren't they great in some occasions? Because, of course, we could straw man this and speak about how guns are not good in certain situations, like when you bring them to a school. But this is not talk about school shootings. This is talk about home shootings. Because an LA homeowner opened fire on armed intruders, and he got his concealed carry temporarily suspended. A Los Angeles homeowner who opened fire on armed intruders said the state of California has suspended his gun license. Vince Ritchie, great name. It's been a lot of great names today. Was coming home from the gym when two intruders jumped the fence onto his property and pointed guns at his chest earlier this month. Moments later, Ritchie dropped his coffee cup and pulled out a gun, opening fire, causing the bandits to quickly flee. Now, father of one is claiming California temporarily suspended his concealed carry permit. California has now decided to suspend my Second Amendment in an effort to protect my family. I drew my gun and returned gunfire. As a result of that night, the California government has temporarily suspended my ability to conceal carry. What a nice family. I won't lie to you. I do not like this New York Yankees hat he has on. And I am not a baseball fan. This is an attempt to make me vulnerable at a time when it is critical that I maintain my ability to protect my family. Overall, violent crime is down in LA by 0.1%. However, burglar arrests are up 8.5%. Ritchie said his situation was unique as it was caught on his home surveillance camera, but highlighted that many LA crimes don't have the same luxury. He claimed the Democrat-led Switty City was sweeping it under the rug because it doesn't behoove their political agenda. Behoove is such a great word. Is that a coffee? Oh, he did say he dropped his coffee. Did he drop it or did he throw it in the air? What the hell? This looks like he threw it in the air, which... not a problem. But it's like, you just threw it in the air, my guy. Props to you for having precision to get it done. I respect the fact that you were able to defend yourself. The New York native, who has a 5-month-old baby who was home during the attack, said that LA residents only have themselves and the Second Amendment to protect themselves against the dangers lurking in the streets. LADA George Gascon That's another great name. Has been criticized for its soft on crime policies that have led to criminals being let out on the streets. Do I think that is great focus on that coffee? It's like everything else is blurry, but this is like slightly blurry. And I'm gonna be honest, like the quality recordings on cameras for like home security are terrible. There's money to be made in improving home security cameras. Like there really is. Like I don't know, like and this is completely me as a techno buff, but that is completely in the market. And people should invest in that market. What is texting me? Stop that. Stop texting me now, immediately. I don't want to be bothered by the outside world today. I just want to like sit in my chair. You know what I almost did? Do you want to know what I almost fucking did? I don't know if I have the ability to show it. I think. Let's look and see. Can I spell? No, I clearly can't. Boom. Boom. How do I? Damn you. Okay, that should work like this. No, do I need to? No. Wait, I think I still can. I want to show y'all what I almost bought sober. Coffee got more focus on frame than any Marvel movie in the last 2 years. Well, that's not true. That's not true. You're lying. Why are you lying? And I know I'm talking like I'm about to like drop the ball on y'all, and I decided not to show you what I was gonna show you. Like the Marvel movies, like look great. I can't tell you anything about the stories because I don't go watch them. Because unlike all of you that have your reasons for why you don't want to watch these Marvel movies, I don't watch them because Spider-Man's not in them. So it's like when motherfuckers be like, did you hear about all the wokeness and how bad the new Marvels movie is? And I just say no because I don't watch it. Like if Spider-Man's not involved, I'm not watching. Leon, I saw the titles. Who's shitting on raccoons? Well, I have to change the title because it wasn't a raccoon. It was a possum. It was a possum. It wasn't a raccoon. I'm sorry I clickbaited you. I clickbaited you with the wrong animal. I'm sorry. That's my mistake. That is my battle that I must grab a ukulele for. We need Toby back for Spider-Man movies. I don't really care. Like, would it serve the inner child to see Toby in his like full-length Spider-Man 4? Yeah. But just give me Spider-Man. And I'm fine with it. I know all you like mammals want to complain about Miles being Spider-Man and him having a more prominent role potentially in Spider-Man 3, but I'm going to enjoy it. Just like how I enjoyed Spider-Man 2. Also, the weird fixation y'all had on Miles' like final costume, I don't get it. The costume wasn't that bad. I want to see if I can find it. Let's see if I can pull it up. Because I want to know if I'm crazy. Because I know a bunch of people was like sick of that shit. And I just want to... I got to see if I'm crazy, bro. I need like a full picture of that shit. Oh, wait. I think I put it up on my own Twitter. Bang. Did I? I don't think I did. Shit. Damn it. I don't think it is. Damn it. Now I gotta find it. Trash. no, where is it? Because I don't want to fucking randomly pull it up. Damn it, I'm gonna have to go to Google Images, won't I? I'll have to go to Google Images, won't I? Really? Really, Twitter? Any other time you give me pointless, but now when I'm looking for something, now you won't hand it to me? This is a shame. This is sacrilege. This is disappointing. Fuck it. Google Images it is. Images. Purify. Damn it. Why is it still not here? Now I would be mad. Oh, found it. Got it. Do they have a full picture of it? No. That ain't it. That's close, but it ain't it. Okay. Is this suit that bad? I found it. Is this suit that bad? Like, cause I think it was fine. Of course, the fan version of it, also fine. But like, I don't think it's bad. Yes, how? How is it bad? Oh, y'all serious? Now, I will say, be fair. This part, the mask with his hair, yeah, I don't like that. I don't like that. Like that right there, I don't like that. But like, what's wrong with this? First of all, how did he even make it? Is because of the hair showing? Yes. Like I just don't like it. It looks like his head's cut off and we're just showing whatever's in the inside. It looks yeah, the random Adidas ad. I don't even think I saw the Adidas ad. Oh, I had to yawn. I don't even think I saw the Adidas ad. The hair showing looks like his brain's coming out. Right! So I'm not crazy. It's like, that is unappealing. What is this? I think this is a fan version. Like, look at the fan version. The fan version don't even look bad. I think y'all just hating, man. I think y'all hating. I think y'all being racist. Nah. I can respect the fact that do I want to complain that he kind of has a hoodie? Because I kind of do like the hoodie. Wouldn't that just give a clue to his identity? Exactly. Like, how many people y'all know in a one area have this hairstyle? Like, talk about dead giveaway. It's dead giveaway. It's a bad suit. All right. Scale of 1 to 10. How y'all rank this suit? I rank it at like a cool 7. I rank it at a cool 7. You know what I'm saying? Because 4 out of 10 is crazy. A 1 is even crazier. Man. I ain't gonna lie, 8 out of 10, you're pushing it. Because it's like you just need probably about 2 things to like that thing entirely. It's like, I'm sitting at like a cool 7, man. Is it the best suit? No. Does it have a lot of inconsistency? Yes. But I liked how he came in fresh to death, you know what I'm saying? It does make no sense because he kind of did make his own suit. And it was acknowledged in his game. I thought that was like the whole point. Like, him was to make his own suit. And even Peter acknowledged it. It was like, man, that suit's cool. It's like they redid that. It's like not enough people played Spider-Man Miles Morales. And so you redid the same scene. Matter of fact, I gotta know if it's like the same like 1-of-1 type thing they did. Because he was like, oh, I gotta do my own thing. A 1-of-1. Now I gotta see. Now we're going to see together if this is all the same thing. Peter sees Miles' new suit. All right, that's that one. Let me bring this over here. Type the same thing again. Peter sees Miles' new suit. Can I just say for a moment, completely unrelated to anything I'm gonna talk about, I see all this talk about music, and I just want to reiterate what I said a couple videos ago. R&B is the most sexual music on the planet. I'm gonna say that again. R&B is the most sexual music on the planet. Let me see if y'all can catch this. I light 1,000 candles all around. Show me to the subway, I'll go down. Nothing can be sweeter than the sound of making love. Baby, when I start, I just can't stop. I'll love you from the bottom to the top. That man won't eat some pussy. Like, don't even get me started on how I was about 6 years old singing about how I was weak in the knees. The sweetest taboo. Oh God. Oh God. I ain't gonna lie, them bitches was bangs though, cause I was in there just singing my heart out to it too. Imagine a 6-year-old just singing about how he weak in the knees, like, God. But hey, no wonder why a lot of people are sexual deviants. You know, I blame R&B. I blame R&B. I truly do. I don't care if the songs are bops. That's true. I mean, they still great songs. I was on the interstate listening to these songs. But I was jamming. All right. Let's watch. This is the first one. This is from the Miles Morales game. And this is at the end.
Man, I still can't get over that suit. So cool.
Gotta be me.
It's
Oh, never mind. They did it for me.
time for a Miles Morales original, you know? One of one. It looks good.
Bro, like, realistically, it's like the same scene. He ain't have to do that. Y'all didn't have to add that. Shit's ass. That's crazy. Still think it's a good suit. I still think it's a good suit. I wouldn't like bet that he would come save my life in that suit. I would bet like he would go like do a campaign 1v1 basketball game in that suit. But speaking of betting, I'm pretty sure a few of you like to gamble, and it's Sunday. I'm pretty sure you've been on DraftKings, Prize Picks, making some bets about the NFL games. You might be even making bets about some NBA games going on. But what if I told you somebody was suing because they lost $120,000 because a quarterback was not listed as injured? Dave Portnoy, great name, threatens to sue the Cincinnati Bengals after losing $120,000 in a bet following unlisted Joe Burrow injury. Barstool Sports boss Dave Portnoy threatened to file a class action lawsuit after betting $120,000 on the Cincinnati Bengals football game. Portnoy accused the Bengals of lying about quarterback Joe Burrow's injury report, which may have decided the outcome of the game. The Daily Mail reported that Burrow, who left the Thursday night football game against the Ravens with a wrist injury, was seen before the game with a black sleeve on his throwing hand. However, the issue Portnoy has with the situation is that the Bengals did not provide an injury report for Burrow before the game began. Damn, his name is so complex. Portnoy put $120,000 of his own money on the Bengals. He reportedly felt that he had been robbed of important information that would have dictated how he betted on the game. Portnoy posted on Twitter, because I'm not calling it X, "I'm following a class action lawsuit against the Bengals and the NFL for lying about the injury report. There's no what is wrong with me? There's no shot I put $100K hard-earned dollars on the Bengals if I knew Joe Burrow was injured going into the game. This committee owes me an apology." In a separate Twitter post, Portnoy appears...
Also, stop hiring black people to make Mexican food. Would you trust a white person to make you Chinese food?
Dave Portnoy is a wild concept. Portnoy appears to have turned the situation into a skit where he suggests anyone who experienced damages from the football game may be entitled to financial compensation, citing his own father as the one to get in touch with. Though it's unclear how serious Portnoy is about filing the lawsuit against the Bengals, the NFL has launched an investigation into why the Bengals did not list Burrow on their injury report if he really was suffering from a wrist injury. If the Bengals are found to have been in violation of the rule regarding injured players, they could be at risk of losing a draft pick or receiving a substantial fine. The Bengals head coach Zach Taylor said Burrow will likely have to undergo surgery for the injury. The play before it happened, I landed on the wrist a little bit, and the next play, a touchdown pass, I just felt a pop in the middle of the throw. Tried to give it a go, but just couldn't get it done, and obviously got the news today, so not great. Taylor believes Burrow will make a safe recovery, noting that Burrow is programmed differently. You could have just said built differently, but all right. He's just built a little bit different. See, you could have just ended with that. To be able to overcome setbacks and challenges and plays with a chip on his shoulder, all the things that you can say about the guy like that. That's why I've got confidence that he'll respond from this right away at the right time, and that's just a part of how Joe's built. See, I don't know how serious he could be about this, because if you turn it into a skit, you kind of lose any form of gravitas around it. Don't get too hyped up over the word programmed. It's how people talk. These weird sports people talk in all sorts of weird ways. What the hell happened to the Blaze website? Why does it kind of look like a newspaper? I don't like it. Portnoy trolls a lot. Yeah, I'm aware. Didn't he do something with a pizza? Didn't he do something with a pizza couple months ago? Oh, I saw this. The thing about these teenagers beating up one guy and beating him to death. Why did I see a bunch of, this is gonna be a matter of fact, come here. Come a little bit closer. Come closer. This is the definition of a nitpick I'm about to give you. I saw a bunch of people saying it was all black people that jumped this white kid. There was one Mexican. Yes, it's a nitpick. Yes, it's a nitpick. Yes, it's a nitpick. I get it. But I just saw that and I was like, Who stood up for his friend? Yes, I saw that. Very tragic. It's a valid point. It's not really a valid point. It's an honest nitpick. Like, it's an honest nitpick. Doesn't change really anything about the situation. It changes nothing. Was it a hate crime? Who knows? I believe I'm going based off memory without even reading this article because I just saw this like just now and pulled it up. I believe somebody was getting bullied. Kid steps in, they jump him, he dead. That's the quick and easy. Matter of fact, impromptu, let's read. 14 suspects accused of savagely beating Las Vegas classmate to death, charged with murder as adults. Okay. Like I said, continue freeloading. Okay. 4 of the 8 high school students accused of savagely beating their Las Vegas schoolmate to death have been charged with murder and will be tried as adults. As Blaze previously reported, 17-year-old Jonathan Lewis Jr. was brutally beaten to death on November 7th by fellow classmates in an alley near Rancho High School in North Las Vegas, Nevada. Earlier this week, the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department arrested 8 suspects, all teenagers between the ages of 13 and 17. 4 of the teen suspects, ages 16 to 17, appeared in court for the first time on Friday. The Associated Press reported the students each face 1 count of murder but have not been formally charged. Court records show, according to the New York Post, Dontrell Beaver, Johnny Robinson, and Damian Hernandez and Travion Randolph, all terrible names, faced murder charges in connection to Lewis' death on November 7th. The teenage suspects were being held without bail pending a formal hearing to address their custody status. The suspects are scheduled to return to court next week. WXIN noted that one of the suspects turned 16 on the day of the deadly assault that took the life of Lewis Jr. The other 4 suspects are awaiting a separate hearing because they are all under the age of 16. Because the other 4 teenagers are under the age of 16, they will need to go through a certification hearing in family court for a judge to determine if they will be tried as adults. On Friday, a prosecutor said in court that there are still 2 remaining suspects still at large in Nevada, teens accused of murder who are age 16 and older. In Nevada, teens accused of murder who are age 16 or older are automatically transferred to an adult court system. According to Nevada law, suspects as young as 13 can be charged with murder or attempted murder. Cell phone video of the disturbing pylon brawl went viral. The footage shows Lewis being mauled by a group of teenagers. Police homicide Lieutenant Jason Johansson, great name, said investigators suspect that the fight stemmed from a pair of wireless headphones and a vape pen being stolen from a friend of Lewis. Johansson said Lewis was not originally involved in the melee, but walked into the alleyway with his friend after school. As you know, the video, and I guess this is the video. I'm not playing that. 1, because I've seen it. You know what? Fuck it. Let's watch. Y'all saw me click the tweet. Y'all saw me click that tweet. Matter of fact, I'm gonna do it again. Y'all see my mouse cursor on the tweet? Y'all see my mouse? Oh, now it works. Now it works. But yeah,
Wednesday afternoon.
That's the brawl. The ad saved us. I mean, it's not even an ad. That's literally the fucking thing that y'all were talking about. I ain't gonna lie. This shit looks sweet. Man, y'all tripping. This shit looks sweet. Hey, don't be surprised in a couple weeks you see me with this on. Don't be surprised. Don't be surprised. I need everybody to not be surprised. You know, because Leon like him some fashion. You know what I'm saying? Leon likes his fashion. You know what I'm saying? I'm fashionable. It looks good here, but stupid in game. Oh, you know, because, you know me, I could put it on. You know, I could make it work. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? We can make that work. You should have the hair as well. Technically already do, but I just don't have it in that style. Like, technically already do. It's the hair. It's more than the hair, honestly. It's like the format of the mask. It's a lot. Like, it's a lot. That's why I'm not saying it's good. And if Minxie is out here watching, let me record this so I can put it on Twitter later. If Minxie is anywhere around, I would just like to say the disrespect to the fans of the Sony. Like, come on. I know I'm a Sony pony, but come on, man. I'm not out here saying everything PlayStation is game of the year. I think Baldur's Gate is getting game of the year. Like, would it be cool if Spider-Man got game of the year? Yeah, but do I think it will? No. And it's not gonna stop me from saying it's the greatest game to come out this year. But damn, I get it. These weirdos out there, they're weird. But it ain't all of us. Look at me. I'm a casual fan of Sony. I just make fun of these PCers all day. I like Baldur's Gate, but it's not game of the year. You want to... All right. So look, I've said this before. I'm going to say it again. Hogwarts Legacy does not deserve one award in any category. It don't. It don't deserve an award in any category. It only got the traction that it got past a certain point because of all the issues spanning on Twitter. Everybody should be aware of that. Everybody should be in agreement with that. That game does not get the traction it got unless you got stupid people making it bigger than what it is. And then, once you beat the game, what reason do you have to go back and play that again? I believe that game has no replay value. None whatsoever. As far as I've been made aware, there's no DLC. There's none of that game that y'all desperately wanted in the game. So basically, Spider-Man, how dare you? Because I'm replaying Spider-Man. I'm playing Spider-Man again on Ultimate, on the hardest difficulty. Spider-Man has replay value. Just want to point that out. You mean Quidditch? Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know all the verbiage of Harry Potter. You Lingalvi of Maosa. Varbo Kadaba. Spelliarm. Da blah da da. Spider-Man is doo-doo. If I had a mod in here, I'd get them to ban you. We're not going for that propaganda. That's propaganda around these parts, boy. That's nothing but propaganda. That is propaganda, and you know it. But like, that's kind of the issue with single player games. Truth, I'm going to deal with you in a second because I did see what you just commented. That's the issue with a lot of single player games. Like, if there's no replay value, you're going to play that for maybe 2 to 3 days, then drop it. Especially if you kind of get hyped for something and then you play it and it's boring as fuck. And I'm going to be alone on this. It's a chore for me to get through God of War. I still have not beaten the second game. It's a chore to get through the Star Wars game. It took me 2 years to beat the Star Wars game. When did that game come out? When did the Jedi Survivor game come out? Star Wars. I wish they hurried to put it out on PC. Well, good luck with that. What was the one? Jedi Fallen Order. When did this come out? This came out in 2019. This took me 5. Let me not sit here in 2019. It took me 3 years to beat that game because it was a chore to get through. It was a chore to get through that game. It was so much of a chore, I forgot where I was and restarted the game. And the newest one, I'm still around like the first level. So it's like some games you gotta have like a little bit more, and some games like with me, you depending on what it is, off to the races. I know that Wolverine game, off to the races. Spider-Man, off to the races. Fall Guys, off to the races. Don't tell Gaming which I said this, but Assassin's Creed Mirage started off so boring, but then it picked up. I'll concede. I will concede. Still didn't beat it though. Fuck Assassin's Creed. It was like, yeah, single player games, while they starting to like be a little bit more prominent again, because you got the games that single player along with some online, they gotta have some replay value. It's like, it's so good, I want to do it all over again. And to me, Spider-Man is that. Like, this shit's so good, I gotta do it all over again. And I'm doing it on the hardest difficulty so that I could die a couple more times. You feel me? I'm glad you all feel me. Gaming aside, let me address also Tears of the Kingdom. I wouldn't be surprised if Tears of the Kingdom got Game of the Year. Let me address Truth and his blatant lie. AEW Fight Forever, I knew that game was not going to be popular past 2 weeks. Because if you look at it, it's what gamers wanted. It's to go back to the old school of wrestling games and to bring it back. And you remember how fun the old wrestling games were, right? It's nothing but simulation now. So much so that if you didn't be any smart to the wiser, you wouldn't realize that I'm playing WWE 2K23 while I'm fucking streaming. This is boring to people. This is something people don't want to engage in, and that's fine. But when you turn around and you make a game catered to old school style of wrestling, you have to remember they're going to use all the old school shit. The story mode was ass. The online was unplayable. It was a lot wrong with it. And maybe they do it again. Maybe they try something different. Maybe they make another version of WWE 2K. They got to do something, because AEW Fight Forever, that got no replay value. I saw that and I was like, I'm not even buying it. Like, Black Friday coming and I know they're going to have a deal on that game. Matter of fact, let's check right now. Let's check to see right now. We're going to check to see right now. AEW Fight Forever. It's still the full price. This is still the full price. I'm not buying this. Save 30% on the All Elite Edition. Oh, well, you know, hey, you could get it for damn near the same price. You can get it for damn near the same price. That's fine. That's acceptable to people. Not acceptable to me. But Kenny Omega is not a good game designer. Please just put out 5-star bangers. Saying that like it's supposed to happen like that is drastic, because I do believe this is a few people's first attempt at taking a formula that exists currently in a simulation modern standard and bringing it all the way back to the 2000s. That's difficult for people to do. And do I expect them to be off to the races with that? No. So, you know, it's the first game. Maybe they come out with another one and it's a lot better. I do know when they announced a battle royale for a wrestling game, that's already happened at least 2 other times and it didn't work out well. So, just so y'all know, that's not a good avenue to turn about. Speaking of not good avenues to turn about, cold case murder suspect incriminated after being caught talking to himself in interrogation video. Fresh eyes on 1993 Missouri cold case caught a suspect making incriminating comments while police left the room during a 2015 interrogation. When detectives walked away and closed the door, Laurel Harp, terrible name, was seen talking to himself and chatting on the phone, saying things like, "I'm not under arrest, but I probably will be before I leave here." At the time, he was being questioned about a shooting death of Stephen Wittig, a 40-year-old liquor store owner in Arnold, Missouri. Captain Brett Ackerman, great name for reasons many of you know, and Detective Corporal Josh Not today, New York Post, picked the case back up in 2020, including a review of several hours of the 2015 interview. That's when they noticed Harp talking to himself. In one of 7 videos which were obtained and reviewed by Fox News Digital via public records request, Harp curses out a woman. In another, he's yelling at himself saying he didn't kill Wettig. He was constantly twitching, shuffling his chair, and tapping his feet. Watching that dead time helped us. I was 100% convinced at that point. Ackerman pointed out a phone call Harp made when no one was in the room and paraphrased the conversation. He was on the phone with someone saying, "I'm going to jail," stuff that would indicate he was guilty of this. That was enough for detectives to bring Harp back in for questioning in 2020 when he was 68 in failing health. Jesus Christ, look at his head. Jeez. Is there video? Can I see the video? Is the video public record? Life hit the quartering hard. That's crazy. That's crazy. Make sure you use code Leon, not Leon, use code RUINED at coffeebrandcoffee.com. It's surprisingly great coffee for a guy like me who doesn't really consume coffee as much as he used to, and when I did, it was strictly iced coffee. It's pretty good. It's pretty damn good. I'm being chastised in my DMs. And I don't appreciate it. And the person doing it knows who they are, and I don't even know if they're watching this, but nigga, I'm weird. I am weird. I'm weird. Black Friday is my Christmas. I get me on Black Friday. When I got older, I don't think, "Oh, what y'all getting me for Christmas?" I'm thinking, all right, what can I give for Christmas? That's literally the only reason why these motherfuckers are getting PS5s, is because it's Christmas time. You can bore me talking about it's Thanksgiving, but none of you care about Thanksgiving. But I feel like giving. I love Black Friday. Right! Black Friday became my Christmas. My mom would be like, "What you want for Christmas?" I already got it. "You don't want that?" I already got it. "Are you sure?" I already got it. "You want me to take a picture of it so you can see it?" "I care about Thanksgiving." "Oh, well, all right. All right. All right. My apologies. You care about Thanksgiving. I am so sorry. I am so sorry. I apologize for disrespecting your ability to care about sitting at a table and eating your turkeys and your yams and your sweet tater pie. My bad." I save up money for a PS5 myself. That's true. You could also finance it. That's also an option. Green bean casserole. Absolutely not. See, that comment right there will make me say all of you are insane. Okay. The next thing speaking of insane, listen, as I've said, I'm not against the pronouns. I can go with it. I can go with they, I can go with she, I can go with her. Like, that's simple. I've also said, once it gets into that weird making up words category, just give me your name, because I'm going to be thoroughly confused, and it's going to be a confusion that none of us want to deal with. So just give me your name. However, you know what? I don't even have a segue for this. Radical trans activist has a meltdown over being dead named in court documents. David, a man who identifies as a woman, was arrested after allegedly stalking, harassing, and financially exploiting his elderly parents. They eventually had to file a restraining order against him. He has also been accused by a woman of grooming her to become his sexual partner and allegedly tried to manipulate her into sending lewd photos. David has also received praise from the media for his anti-Trump and BLM activism. See, sometimes I wonder like why we add certain things, because here's the glaring shit and then here's just extra for nobody. Like, who's going to see this and be like, we got him now. We got him now. Like, but again, I can say that's casual nitpicking. Yeah. Never good when they say radical. You know, I did see like somebody giving libs of TikTok shit, because remember the guy who was a politician and a priest who dressed up in women's clothing? Somebody got mad at libs of TikTok and said that they promote all this hatred and bigotry, which drove that guy to take his life. And I thought the same thing libs of TikTok tweeted. They didn't talk about that at all. At least when it happened. Now they probably talked about it since, but shit. I don't think I want to watch this. It's like, I feel like I know what it's going to be. It's going to be, how could you disrespect me like that? How could you do it in such a manner that leaves me feeling like I'm being hurt and all that? It's like, the sickness is strong. Hey, I don't know what you could do in these scenarios other than just look on and be like, shit. Well, shit. Why am I still being DM'd? Also, oh, wait. I do got a gripe. I got a bone to pick. I got a bone I gotta pick. I got a bone and it needs a picking. I got a bone and it needs a picking. Because I seem to recall a time period that exists on planet Earth where you people would say things in a manner of which we should be paying attention to mass panic. And I remember that it pertained to drag queen story hour or drag queen time and drag queen this and drag queen that. Speaking as if the drag queens are coming for your kids. And along with that, there's all the talk about politics and left-leaning people turning your kids gay and all that and all that. Okay. We also need to have a conversation, because we can talk about individuals trying to indoctrinate children to believe certain things. We can have that conversation. I'm not saying that conversation is invalid, although some of it is a little bit out of the ordinary. There's some genuine concerns. But I'm gonna need the people who say things like that to have the same energy. This is not the individual who we're talking about. For just casual teachers. By the way, we got 100 concurrent viewers. I know it's gonna dip after I say that, but like the stream before you leave, who violate children's bodies. I'm gonna need this conversation to be had also. I can't be the only one. I'm used to being there. And look, that don't look like a drag queen. I can't really accurately point out if they're a left or a righty because it don't matter. It doesn't matter. What matters is that they violated a child and they're a teacher. They're harming the children. And this is not the only one. There's too many. There's too many. So it's like, if you want to talk to me about the drag queens, and the videos that Libs of TikTok posts where it's somebody with colorful hair talking about, hey, I got all my pride flags and I got all this stuff. You can. But I'm going to need that same energy for all of this. Not the family that the New York Post is accurately showing happy. You know what I'm saying? Like, not that. That's just there. That's the New York Post fault. I'm talking about Creepazoid right here. Like Creepazoid. Because if you want me to believe that a drag queen coming to read to kids is bad, sure, you're well within your right to want to tell me that. I can respond with this and will tell you, if I'm picking which one to deal with first, I'm dealing with this first. And then we could talk about who's allowed to come read to kids. Like, y'all feel me? Am I out of line here? I know I'm not, but you always got to talk to the class. You always got to talk to the class just a little bit. Boys and girls, it's about that time. I know I say that and it makes it seem like I'm ending the stream, but I'm not ending the stream just yet. I got one final bone to pick. So if you will afford me just a moment, I say, if you will just afford me a moment of your time, I gotta get something off my chest. I already talked about the raccoon, and it wasn't a raccoon, it was a possum. My bad, I clickbaited you, I'm sorry. I understand that we live in a world where everybody expects everybody to care. All these different issues, no matter how big or how small, you want everybody to pay attention to it. You believe everybody should be paying attention to it. And you know what? I could kind of agree with that. But then there's going to be the people who are desperate for people to pay attention, that they start doing any and everything to make people care. And it's when you reach that level of stupidity that you make people stop caring altogether, and it never leads to anything productive but destructive. You can sit here and tell me, oh, well, we should actually pay attention to all the conflict that's going around with this topic. You can't just focus on this negative and say, hey, it makes everything else invalid. And you're right, but you can't ignore the fact that people are taking away from real situations to promote and propagate their own personal little fifis because no one's giving them attention. What do I mean by that? Oh, well, you know the old tried and true tradition of a 20-year-old faking being a victim of a hate crime and being arrested for it. Ohio man has been arrested. An Ohio man has been arrested for allegedly lying to police about being the victim of an anti-Palestine hate crime. Hassam A. Ayad, 20 years old, told the Cleveland chapter of Council on America-Islamic Relations that a driver had hurled anti-Palestine slurs at him and hit him with his car, according to an October 23rd CAIR press release demanding an investigation into the incident. North Ridgefield police arrested Ayad on Tuesday and said he lied about the encounter and that his injuries had come from a fight with his brother. Ayad told CAIR officials that he was walking home from eating lunch near the border of Olmsted Falls and North Richfield around 4:10 p.m. when a vehicle slowed down beside him and the driver yelled statements like, "Kill all Palestinians" and "Long live Israel" at him, according to the press release. The driver then allegedly turned around and hit the man while shouting, "Die." The release included a photo of Ayad lying in a hospital bed while wearing a neck brace. We hope the North Richfield Police Department and the FBI will collect all the information they need to charge this individual with a hate crime. Ayad told responding police officers that he had been struck by a vehicle and that the incident was racially motivated. He was taken to the hospital, cops said. Investigators reviewed video footage from the area and concluded that Ayad had lied about being hit by the vehicle and lied about the racial slurs. Police said the injuries sustained at the time of the incident were caused by a violent fight that the alleged victim had participated in with his brother, which was confirmed by area video surveillance. Ayad was taken into custody on Tuesday and charged with making false alarms, falsification, and obstructing official business, domestic violence, and assault, according to Cleveland.com. The Post reached out to CAIR Cleveland for comment on the arrest. Ayad's 19-year-old brother, Khalid Ayad, was also arrested and charged with domestic violence and assault. The cops said the brothers are being held in Lorain County Jail. And my question to anybody with a little bit of mindset that'll sit there and say, you should not look at this and take away from all the issues that are happening in the world because it creates that negative propaganda. Why did a guy who's 20 years old lie about being the victim of a hate crime? Why did they go on this mass campaign of saying, we hope that the police investigate this and bring someone to justice? Meanwhile, he's sitting there with his neck like this, trying to make it seem like somebody's out there being a racially motivated, gun-slinging, car-running over type individual, making it seem like that's perfectly something somebody would do in the here and now. It's impossible. And what makes it worse is that not only he, but his brother are now sitting in jail. Because not only do you want to lie about your little interaction with the phantom ghost truck, but your brother beat your ass and now you're both sitting in jail waiting for Big Tyrone to give you that long and strong. Because that's what it means to promote fake hate crimes. Getting that nice visit from Big Tyrone. And maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I'm a little bit off-putting. Maybe I'm the guy who doesn't make a little bit of sense. But you cannot do this and think it will lead to productive conversation about a damn thing. It won't. It will hinder everything. It will mitigate anything. Will it completely halt? No. But now you're going to have people sit there and say, well, why should I care about a Palestinian now? And that's not helpful. Jesus, stop it. Stop doing that immediately. Unproductive, you hear me? Unproductive. Big Tyrone don't play. Big Tyrone never plays. Smuggle Nuts is enjoying his new cellmates. Jesse Smollett is not in jail. I hate to break that to you. I don't know who told you he's in jail. He's not in jail. I don't know, a lady lied about being slapped with a brick and threatened the lady who investigated her, so maybe you are crazy. And the jury's still out on that. The jury's still out on all of that. Because for every time one side says she's faking it, she comes back with just a little bit more proof. So who knows? I told y'all, time would be the ultimate teller of this. And by the time we reach the truest conclusion, you're going to have people say, oh, who cares about this? This is a dead story. You're going to have people using this to say all women lie and want men in jail and all this shit. But there's one thing for certain. Old little Leon will be there to say, hey, either somebody got beat with a brick and we got a problem with people and how they respond, or motherfucker lied. Just that easy. Just that simple. Cut the print. Like, share, and subscribe. Ladies and gentlemen, that is all I got. That is all we came to see. That is all that was needed to be done from Rue and Leon today. I hope you all enjoy the rest of your Sunday. I'm glad you could spend just a little bit of that Sunday with me. I will be back with another stream in due time. Out loud stating that you're going to watch porn is definitely a choice, but it's not a choice that I would admit to in a public YouTube stream. Why did I say stream? Chat, stream, same damn difference. But I still stand by what I said. Hope you enjoy the rest of your Sundays. Get out. Goodbye. Leave now. Immediately. Be gone.